Hi, I'm Shrishti Singh. My register number is UR14CS232. Today we are going to see the third experiment of a compiler lab. Our third experiment is basically a macroprocessor in which you have to write a program to simulate the functions of a macroprocessor. Now before we start into a microprocessor, now basically what is a macro instruction? A macro instruction is a notation convenient for the programmer. It allows the programmer to write shorthand version of a program, which is also known as module programming. The macro programmer replaces each micro invocation with the corresponding sequence of statements, like if my pi value is given as 3.14, so in whichever places my pi value will be given, the answer will be given as 3.14 in the modified programming. Now in a microprocessor we mainly recognize the macro definitions, we save the macro definitions, we recognize the macro calls, and we expand the macro calls. Now what is my algorithm for this program? We are using Java program over here, which will include all the macro definitions. We expand the macro by replacing the macro call with macro body, and we replace the formal parameters with actual parameters, and whatever is the expanded output, we print that. Now in my code over here, various packages are being imported, like buffered input stream, data input stream file, my IO exception, my scanner, and my string tokenizer. My string tokenizer is used to divide the given token into strings. Now in this we are declaring two strings, str and x, few characters, and we are initializing few variables over here. In my file f, new file will create the location or the destination of my folder, that is my notepad folder in which my input is contained. We are creating a new file and a new data input system. Now after modification, now we are using a while loop from here. If at all my string, whichever it is given, it will read each and every line of it, and if it is not equal to null, then a string tokenizer will be created. With the help of that string tokenizer, we'll check whether the given input has more tokens, and if it has more tokens, then it will be given to the string k. Now if my k equals to ignore case, that is my define, and x and y, that is my two new string tokens, will be created. Now if my k is equal to ignore case and it is equal to x, my k value will be updated with y, and we'll be printing the k value over here. Now when we run this program, I'll show the input first. This is the input from my program. Include iostream, conio, define, pi 3.14, int main, int a equal to 5, int b, a into pi, return 0. Now my output for this code will be, as you can see, after the modification, my define value for pi, the include header statements stay the same. For my define pi value, that is my 3.14, in the main folder, after int a equal to 5, a into 3.14, instead of my pi over here in my input, as you can see over here, the value of pi, the pi was mentioned over here, but over here a into 3.14 will come. This is actually my simulation of macroprocessor. This is the end of my third experiment. Thank you.